Yeah, hello everyone. Myself Maruti, welcoming you all to this Ramaturi tutorials. Right, in this video, I'm going to explain you regarding if sine theta plus cos theta is equal to m and secant theta plus cosecant theta is equal to n, then we are supposed to show that 2m is equal to n into m square minus 1. It's a beautiful question from the topic trigonometry. That is the topic for the day. Okay, now while dealing from the question to the answer, what is the thing what you are able to observe here? Right, you are able to observe that in the question we are having trigonometric ratios. In the first equation we are having sine and cos, whereas in the second equation we are having secant and cosecant. Whereas in the answer we don't have any trigonometric ratio. That is the logic what we are supposed to. So while thinking in that way, what is the way you are supposed to think? Let me recall you that. So treg in question. Okay, we have treg in question. Okay, point 1, you have to remember that. No treg in answer. No treg in answer. So we don't have any treg here. So we have all the tregs here in the question, whereas we don't have any treg in the answer. Point 1, that has to be noted. Point 2, okay, how to go from treg to no treg? Right, how to remove trigonometry? We have to remember we should always use either square identities or multiplicative identities. Right, for that one use square identities or multiplicative identities. You know what are the square identities? You are familiar with that. Sine square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. You can use the first square identity or the second one, right, which is nothing but secant square theta minus tan square theta is equal to 1. You can use the second one, and the third one, cosecant square theta minus cot square theta is equal to 1. These are nothing but the square identities. Of course, we can use multiplicative identities also, like sine theta into cosecant theta is equal to 1, which is the first multiplicative right identity. We have cos into secant as 1 and tan into cot is equal to 1. We can use, see here, we are having trigonometry this side, whereas we don't have trigonometry this side. To convert trigonometry in terms of non-trigonometry, we have to use only square identities and multiplicative identities generally. Now, so I started thinking, we are planning to use the square identities or multiplicative. Which one shall we use? I will tell you a logic for you. Now, if you check it out, in the given question, we are having either plus. What is the sign we are having? We are having the sign plus. Right, as we are having sign plus, right, I like to give importance to the first square identity. I like to eliminate the multiplicative identities. Why? Because we are having into product we are having here. So I thought of choosing square identities, point 1. And the next one, right, what kind of treg we are having in the question? We are having sine and cos. So, what is the square identity which is connected to sine and cos? If you check it out, again very importantly, we are connected to first square identity where we are dealing with the sine and cos. Okay, but why can't we choose this one? We are having secant and cosecant. Do you have any square identity which is dealing with the secant and cosecant? So, secant, right, secant is dealt with the tan, right, but here the combination is secant and cosecant, right, the secant and tan, here the combination is between cosecant and cot. We don't have tan and cot here, so I am mainly focusing on first square identity, sine square theta plus cos square theta. I like to use it now. So let me start the sum. I am taking given. So what is the concept he has given? Sine theta plus cos theta is equal to m. Okay, so that is the formula what I have chosen. Sine theta plus cos theta is equal to m. I like to call it as equation 1. And the second one, secant theta plus cosecant theta is equal to n. Let me take it as second equation. Okay, so we have to work on both the first equation and also the second equation. Just now I said why we are planning to deal with the square identity. Why? Because right, sine and cos are involved, point 1, and moreover from trigonometry to deal with non-trigonometry we have to use either square identities or multiplicative identities. Why did I choose square identities? Just now I have said to you. Now let me start with the first one. So consider equation 1. What is the equation 1? Sin theta plus cos theta is equal to n. Fine, I am starting with the first equation. Now, if you check it, what we need squares. We need squares to use this. And moreover, if you observe, there is a square in the formula also, in the required concept also. So what I like to do is squaring on both sides. Squaring on both sides. I like to square it on both sides. Okay, if I square it on both sides, I am getting like this: sin theta plus cos theta whole square is equal to m square. So this is what I did. I am squaring on both the sides. That's the logic what I have opted. Why? Point 1, there is a square here. Okay, why I am dealing with the first square identity? I said you. Now is it looking like a plus b whole square? Obviously a square plus b square plus 2ab is equal to obviously m square. I am considering this as a and considering this as b. I like to plug this a here, that is sin theta. Here it is cos theta, here it is again sin theta, again it is cos theta. Now I pulled that square inside, which is becoming as sin square theta plus cos square theta plus, if I multiply 2 sin theta into cos theta is equal to m square. Okay, cool. I have reached till there. Now, if you check it out properly, can I consider that sin square theta as cos square theta is equal to 1? That's what I said you na. Use the square identity. So, sin square theta plus cos square theta from sin square, right, it's nothing but 1. 1 plus 2 sin theta into cos theta is equal to m square. How did you get that? Just now, from square identity 1. From square identity 1, what's that? Sin square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. From that formula, I have written sin square theta cos square theta as 1. Now, let's work on next. So, can I send this one to the other side? Then what it is becoming? 2 sin theta into cos theta is equal to what is already there? M square. I am sending this plus 1 to the other side. It becomes minus 1. Okay, so let me recapitulate what I have taken. I have taken first equation, whatever is given. I have squared it on both the sides. I have used a plus b whole square formula. Now sin square theta plus cos square theta, I have written it as 1. I have sent it to the other side. Now I like to stop it. And I like to call it as something like equation A. Right, now let's start thinking what we are having now. We are having 2 into sin theta cos theta is equal to m square minus 1. If you check the required concept, we have reached m square minus 1 and also m2 is there. What else is needed? We like to eliminate sin theta into cos theta. What is sin theta into cos theta? We need to work on. What is that? But you have to remember, we didn't use the square second equation yet. So let's work on the second equation. Let us find the value of sin theta and cos theta. Let's find, right, sin theta into cos theta is equal to how much? From equation 2. Let's find what is sin theta into cos theta from equation 2. What is equation 2? It's nothing but secant theta plus cosecant theta is equal to n. But please remember, it is in terms of secant and it is in terms of cosecant. But what we want? Sin theta and cos theta. Let's work on. Yeah, so let's see here. Now, just now what we have done, we have taken equation 1 and we have squared in both the sides and we got the answer 2 into sine theta into cos theta m square minus 1. Now, let's work on the second equation. Just now I said what has to be in the place of sine and cos. What values we are supposed to plug in. Let's consider, what is that? Equation 2. Consider equation 2. What's the equation 2? Secant theta plus cosecant theta is equal to n. Okay, cool. Right, just the only thing what we got m square minus 1, 2 is already got, and what we don't want, sine theta into cos theta. From equation 2, let us find what is sine theta and cos theta. But what are the trig ratios we are having here? We are having secant and we are having cosecant. But what we need in terms of sine and cos. Let's change the given trig in terms of sine and cos. Now let's work on. Can I write cos as secant as 1 by cos theta? And can I write cosecant as 1 by sine theta? Okay, how did you get? We know from multiplicative identity, we know that, so it's a sine theta into cosecant theta is equal to 1. From here, we can write cosecant theta as 1 by sine. Okay, that is what cosecant can be written as 1 by sine. In the same way, right, we can write secant as 1 by cos from multiplicative identity 2. From there, I got that. Now what I am doing, now let me take LCM for that. Okay, so which implies, now what I have written, secant I have written it as 1 by cos and cosecant I have written it as 1 by sine. Now let me take LCM there. So LCM is nothing but sine theta into cos theta is the LCM. Of course, we are having n there. Now how many times cos goes there? Sine times. Sine into 1, it's nothing but sine theta. Again, plus is there, it's nothing but plus. Now, how many times sine goes? Sine goes in this one. Close the one which we are checking. If you close this, what is that? Cos theta. Now, cos theta into 1, it's nothing but cos theta. Okay, now let's write the numerator in the order. Of course, it's already in the order. Sine theta plus cos theta by sine theta into cos theta is equal to n. Now let's start thinking what to do now. What do you want? We need only sine theta into cos theta. What you don't want? We don't want sine theta plus cos theta. So how to think on? If you think on properly, sine theta plus cos theta he has given as m. That is m by sine theta into cos theta is equal to n. How did you get that? Just now from equation 1 it is given. What is given? That is sine theta plus cos theta is equal to m. That is what it is given. Sine theta plus cos theta, what did you write it as? M. Now, if I interchange these two places, m by n is equal to sine theta into cos theta. Therefore, sine theta into cos theta, how much you got? It's nothing but m by n. Now, let me call this as small b. Okay, now substituting the value of sine theta into cos theta as m by n in the equation which we have got earlier, which we are calling it as equation A. Okay, substituting sine theta into cos theta as m by n in equation A. Okay, what is that? Now if you plug in the place of sine theta and cos theta, if I plug it as m by n, which is nothing but m square minus n. Okay, now what we need, shall I send the denominator to the other side, which becomes 2m into n into m square minus 1. If you check it out, what did I do? The denominator n, I have transformed to the other side. It becomes n into m square minus 1. I have to recalculate, right? I have taken equation 2. Of course, we have taken equation 2. Secant is converted as 1 by cos. Cosecant is converted as 1 by sine with the help of multiplication identities. Now I took LCM. LCM I got it as sine plus cos. But whereas sine plus cos is nothing but m. In the place of this, I plugged in m. Now I interchanged this. Now I got sine theta, cos theta as m by n. I took the value. We don't want trig. We need the values. So in the place of this, I kept m. In the place of this, I am keeping m by n, and I transformed n to the other side. This is what is required. Okay. Hope you are able to understand. In this channel,